So this is a presentation I did for the Emergency Amateur Radio Club Net for the November meeting. Trying to help grow the hobby and the club, and I wanted to talk about social media and all the different ones that we could use to build air numbers. So let's look at the numbers. The numbers for Hawaii for 2019 from January to November. A total gain of 17 amateur radio operators. Now that's for different reasons. People move off island, off the state, and it changes. So it grows about that each year. Can we do better? The club itself has dropped about 5 members each year on average. 2019, it's about 118 right now. So 17 total. What we do have value. These are all the things that you all do. You gave a license class to the Board of Water Supply, and you're going to give another one soon. That's unheard of. We should be showing that, showcasing it to the public, the local media, to help build that. We can support local events. We got the marathons coming up. We do that every year. We need to start advertising that. We do all this work and we don't get any pay for it. In 2019, if we were paid, volunteers could earn an average of $26.87, according to the independent sector research. Almost $27 you can earn. So you're saving those organizations a lot of money by volunteering. You provide a valuable resource, and this is just some of the things we can do. You install and service repeaters. You do a mini field day, JOTA and SOTA. You support local events. You work with NGOs and state agencies. NGOs are non-governmental organizations. ARES. We provide a scholarship. The club provides a scholarship every year, and they've done so for a long time, to a high school student. Build cables. It's a challenging thing for anybody, but you build cables for your radios and your equipment. We should showcase that. Do Skywarn, do CERT training. It's another way we can build it, by grabbing those CERT people and helping them get licensed. We do that a lot already. The simulated emergency test exercise, we participate in that every year. We do nets nightly. We do contests, and we do a grid madness here in Hawaii. All the islands participate in that, and it's gotten bigger each year. We give license classes quite often. We do DMR, APRS, we do digital modes, and we talk through the space station and through satellites. All the things we do there that we need to start showcasing. All right, so online social networking. This is what it looked like. 79% of us have a social media account. That's a lot of people, and that's a lot of people that we're losing right now because we're not doing it. So 79% social media profile. And by and far, the largest thing there is people watch video more than anything. It's just kind of a mission statement I came up with. We need to determine, I think, a number that we tried to shoot for in 2020 to increase our club membership and amateur radio operators numbers. So where can we find these people? Well, schools. We're not in any schools except for one that I know of. We can contact those schools, talk to the STEM directors, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, CERT programs, Red Cross programs, etc. And then how do people on island find us? Right now, I don't know. I mean, we have a website. The club has a website. So how do they find us? And we want the off-island people that come and visit us to find us as well, so they can return, spread the word that amateur radio is strong in Hawaii. So if you hear someone calling on the radio, answer them. Even if you don't recognize their call sign, call and answer them. Okay, this is how we're growing currently. License classes, field days, support community events, websites, a lot of those things we talked about earlier. This is how people are finding us and hearing about what we do. A lot of people don't know what amateur radio is. Added benefit, if we do the social media stuff, we're going to know what's going on more often. We're going to meet more people in our community and find other interesting things in the hobby that we can do. Do you subscribe to the club mailing list and the Pacific Section email list? You get a lot of good information on there, so you should. These are things that we think we should do. We should do marketing through social media, radio, TV, and print. We've been pretty active on radio, TV, and print. Well, I've done some activities on there, and those have been fairly successful. Social media, I do that now, and I'll show you some slides later what we do. You, me, we all need to be involved as a team effort. So how many in the room have social media accounts? Most of you. Everybody has a cell phone, right? It's like the American Express card. Don't leave home without it. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that's where we should be, and YouTube, in my opinion. So social media. 50% of us, of the young people out there, it's been noted that there's a cell phone addiction. You don't leave home without your cell phone. If you do, you kind of want to go back and get it, and most of you probably do go back and get it. These are some of the excuses we have. We're too busy. You don't think it works. You don't have the right equipment. No one cares what I'm doing. Everybody's already doing it. In radio, we don't like to. Noise is not always good, but I think we need to make some noise in the social media world to get people involved in this. What you do has value, and you got to believe that. So, who in here volunteers in the community? Maybe not Radio Pacific, but that's a good way to do it. You're volunteering in those areas, and people look up to you. These are just some stats for cell phones. Most people wake up in the morning, first thing they do before they can go to the bathroom, they'll check their cell phone. People wake up in the middle of the night and check it. 94% of all Americans have smartphones, so 9 out of 10 are ready to connect. 9 out of 10 people that we're missing. 47% of U.S. smartphone users can't live without their devices. People touch their iPhones or their phones 150 times a day, and they unlock their iPhones 80 times a day. 68% of us sleep next to our iPhone. We spend 5 hours a day on average browsing the internet. 50% feel uneasy when you leave home without it. 75% of users check their smartphones after they go to sleep. 40% check their phones in the toilet. And somehow 12% of the adults use their phones in the shower. And then 1 in 5 people aged 18 to 34 use their smartphones during sex. Alright, social media facts. 79% of college students use it at least once a day. Social media sites. Just 60% of high schoolers use it. We watch 1 billion hours of YouTube video each day. 400 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube every minute. And on average, 1 billion videos views per day. Facebook claims to have over 2 billion users. 1 billion users on Instagram. 500 million active users a day. All these people we're missing. Here's the percentage of the population that uses certain social media platforms. You can see more people watch video than they get on Facebook. So Facebook has a video section. Most people don't use it, but it's a good place to tell your story, and you can post videos as well. They tend to get more hits than other posts. More people like to watch a video than read. 1 minute of video equals 1.8 million words. So like I said, most people would rather watch a video than read. People spend 5 times more time on Facebook watching video than any other content. Companies use it to promote their business, and 49% of it grows faster than if they don't use it. They're mobile friendly, easier to consume, and generally bring about more results. There's also a chance you can go viral, hopefully in a good way. So nothing we can do about this. You don't like what you look like, sound like, and you don't know what to talk about. You talk all the time on your radio. You know what to talk about. Just get in front of the camera and try it. This is why people use social media, stay in touch, entertainment, looking for ideals, find a sense of community. All this we can help with in ham radio. Stories on Facebook and Instagram is right at the top of the page, so they want you to use it. So use those, get the story out. Short 30-second videos, 1-minute videos, just post content, get content out there. The stories on Facebook and Instagram growing 15 times faster than feed-based sharing. So get out there and get on those things. 80% of major brands now use stories on at least one social network. Hashtags, we see hashtags all the time. So if you don't use a hashtag, the only people that's going to see it is who subscribes to your page. If you only got 3 subscribers, only 3 people are going to see it. But if you use hashtags, relevant hashtags, then more people will see it, and you can get a lot of views, you can get a lot of contacts. So tweet with hashtags are 33% more likely to get retweeted than tweets without hashtags. So what's relevant? Anything that your followers will find interesting, or anything you might think help reach more people, use a hashtag. If you don't use them, your engagements are going to drop. The same rule for Instagram applies on Twitter using hashtags. And again, without hashtags, only your current followers are going to see what you tweet. So here's some interesting hashtag. Ham radio operator, if you use that and put a hashtag in front of it, you're going to get 1,000 plus potential views. Same thing with ham radio antenna. Ham radio porn, you're going to get 10.5 thousand. You can subscribe to these hashtags as well, so you can see them. And that's just ham radio porn is just a bunch of picture radios, antenna, equipment, kind of stuff. ARL has 12.2 thousand followers, and then Hawaii has 32.5 million. So use hashtags. Again, 95% of people are going to be watching a video compared to 10% will remember what they read. So 95% is going to remember if they see a video of what they viewed. Only 10% are going to remember if they read it. 1 billion hours of videos watched daily, and we spend 60 minutes average time on YouTube a day. So Instagram's a younger crowd, 3 seconds to 60-second videos. You can do live videos there for an hour, and your video story can be 15 seconds long. You can post directly from Instagram to Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. So you post one place, and you can set it up to post to all those accounts. 36% of the users is 25 to 34, so it's a younger crowd. The second largest group is 18 to 24-year-olds. More than 57% of Instagram audiences in the United States were female. Get those YLs in there and get them interested in ham radio as well. It's one of the most popular social networks right now. Twitter is still out there. It's short messages, short videos, characters of 140. They just changed it. Some people can do up to, I think, 240 or something like that. But it's mainly short videos, short messages. You can link to blogs or websites on there as well. And then use hashtags on there. And most of the 40% of the U.S. adults are 18 to 29-year-olds. Alright, so use those stories. Facebook and Instagram puts it at the top of your page, so when you log on to your phone or whatever, you see that it's on the top. It's right there, and you'll see the other people's stories that you subscribe to. So they'll see yours if they subscribe to you. And use those Instagram. If you're when you posted a video, you can tag it with hashtags and use those ones. And then you start putting a hashtag ham radio. A bunch of different things that you can select will come up, and it'll tell you how many people follow those things. Okay, original content. If you can put original content on there, that's great. But you can share other videos and podcasts and all that, and that helps too. So don't be afraid to share other people's stuff. Like other people's stuff and share it. It helps them build their audience as well. And that's what you want to do to yours. You want to build your audience so we can build ham radio. Okay, these are just some things that you can do. You can put it on your calendar each day to do something with social media, and it'll alert you. search those hashtags and use them. If somebody leaves a comment on your page, leave a comment back or like it or reply or something so they know that you're listening, you're out there. And review that at least once a day if you can, and make time to do that, and leave those comments and likes or replies. You all need to help radio succeed. You can be the ambassadors. So if you post a video and you're helping somebody do something, you're teaching them. You're an Elmer. You can be an online Elmer. Okay, Facebook page versus a group. A page is kind of a personal profile on Facebook. Nobody else can post to it. It's kind of a club could do that, and you can also do a group where other people that join the group can post to it, and you have administrators who can take down or approve posts if you want them to post to it. The goal is to try to keep it as open as possible, so you don't have to waste time to get something approved, because then people just go away from it. You should have a Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and blog. So Ham Radio Hawaii, I run that group, and there's a page as well. There's a Twitter, there's a Instagram page, all that on that, and that's what I do. YouTube. I do a lot of those things. So you can hashtag Ham Radio Hawaii or follow that, and you'll see what I do, and that helps get the word out. The blog I do at times too, and I've been able to successfully post to QRZ and AWRL too, so it helps get the word out about that. And here's some of the links to those. You can follow these, like them, and then we'll show you some stats here on the numbers here. So this was taken between November the 7th to the 13th. We had 16 page views, but 259 reach is. So a reach is a number of people that saw your content from your page or about your page on their screen. A Facebook page view, or the number of times a page profile has been viewed. Now this is without video, so let's continue on here. This is video almost during the same time, 3 days later, November the 10th to November the 16th. You can see on top there. 308 people reached. That's when I started posting videos to it. So you can see you get a lot more post reach, you get some more page views, and you get a lot more engagements. So it helps to post videos. Short videos is all you need to post. Okay, so this is a ham radio group, so I want to pay attention to the arrows on the left there. You can click on that file section and you'll find a bunch of files that you can post there. You can find them at any time instead of saving them on your computer. Save them there. And then on the right, you can click on the topics there and it'll take you to all the posts. So let's say for satellites, we have 120 posts that either I or other people have posted about satellites, videos or comments or anything. DMR 50, so you can sort it like that, and you don't have to look through everything. So that's a way that it helps as well. All right, so this is the group page. You can see we have 158 total members as of this date that I run it, November the 12th. You can see it's grown quite a bit. And then we've had 271 posts, comments, or reactions in the last month. This is a blog I do, and you can tell it shows you the stats on how many people viewed it each day, where they came from. So on this one was on a Go Kit challenge that we did. First one we've done in a while. It got a lot of traction. A lot of people are interested in it. And it was back in April or May, and it's comments all the way up through November. People are viewing it. And you can see most of them come from Facebook, or some came from forums on QSZ, because we were successful in getting it posted there as well. This is one we did on tones, and it was in February, and it's still getting views in November. So people do read, but people do like videos a lot more. Okay, this is a grid I did. It just says, okay, on the first column there are local ham radio events. So on Monday you could post a short video on Facebook. Tuesday you could repost a video story to Instagram. on Tuesday you could do a link to an article from ARL. It just gives you ideals of things that you can post if you can't think of things. And again, don't be afraid to share or repost another thing that somebody else posted. It just helps build their audience as well. Next slide shows some social media, how long videos are good for. So Facebook, you can post for a maximum of 240 minutes. And then the sweet spot where they think people like to watch it is anywhere from 24 to 90 seconds. That's kind of, people start to tone out after that unless it's very interesting. The stories will last about 24 hours and they're 20 seconds long. You can go live for 4 hours. We're going live right now in the club meeting. Live sweet spot is about 10 minutes. So the longer you go live, the more audience that can find it and can come into it, unless you, if you promote it earlier, but more people will find it once you go live. The live should be at least 3 minutes long. YouTube, no restrictions on how long the films are. 2 minutes is the sweet spot for any video. Instagram, 26 seconds. And then the stories about 15 seconds. And again, they last 24 hours as well. You can go live on Instagram and it lasts an hour. Or you can film for an hour and it's only going to stay on there 24 hours unless you save it as a post as well. Twitter, short again, everything's short on Twitter, 2 minutes, 20 seconds, and the sweet spot is about a 43-second video. Some people are on LinkedIn. It's really a professional social media connecting site, but more people are using it now. 30 seconds to 5 minutes is the sweet spot on the videos there. All right, what can we do as a club or amateur radio operators? Well, you can make a New Year's resolution, invest your time and help. Shouldn't just be a few people doing it. Anybody can do it. And you just push a like or share button. It's pretty easy. It doesn't take long. Alright, so the next slide is, I took this picture about 10 p.m. one night and I posted it. And by 16 hours the next day, it already had 485 page reaches and had 22 engagements. And that's just a picture that I took, and it lasted, I think it was 10 seconds. I took the picture and it took me probably a minute or two to edit it, and then I posted it and it got all those page reaches. So it works. All right, that's about it.